Hey my loved ones, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another video for my palette collection series. So as you guys know from my first video, I have over 200 palettes. So I'm not going to do just one video on my palette collection. So I do have makeup downstairs where I hold my makeup classes, where I have a lot of my palettes, and I also have a diva space which I have a whole lot of palettes up there as well. So I'm not going to bring those palettes from upstairs downstairs because I already brought a lot of palettes from up there down here, and I don't have any more space to put them, so I left them upstairs. Okay, so today's palette collection is going to be on my palettes from Juvia's Place. I have every single last palette from Juvia's Place. I just ordered the brand new palette, which is the Warrior palette. I can't wait to get that one because that one is a neutral palette, just like the Nubian palette, which is the first palette. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so first is the Nubian palette, which is the first palette that they came out with. This is the neutral palette of them all, and this one has all the neutral tones with the browns and the beiges and the cream colors. Sunday, I'm making a video. Quiet. Sorry, you know this is real over here. It's real over here, real life. Okay, so this is the first palette, which is the Nubian 2 palette. Really haven't jumped into this palette like I should, but yes, beautiful colors. Juvia's Place palettes are so pigmented and so beautiful. Every time they come out with something, I'm going to purchase it. I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm going to purchase Juvia's Place palettes because their eyeshadows are so pigmented, and they give you a wide range of colors in every single palette. So some palettes have a little bit of dupes, but nothing to not buy the palette because it has 1 or 2 dupes in it. So this is the first palette, which is the Nubian palette. So I don't even remember the order on when they came out, so I'm just going to go ahead and just go through the palettes as they are here stacked on the table. Okay, so this one is the Saharan by Juvia's Place. Okay, so this one is very pretty. It has those beautiful oranges, browns. This is the only palette I think that has a black, but we'll see once we go through all the palettes. So this one has 7 shimmers, 8 shimmer, and 4 mattes. Very beautiful, very pigmented. I absolutely love these palettes, and I'm just going to keep buying as soon as they come out with something new. As soon as I get that email, I'm going to click. And I just can't wait to get that crayon case palette. I can't wait. Okay, so if you guys know what day that palette comes out and what time, leave that in the comment section because I'm going to be stocking that palette. I got to have it. I put in an order for a couple of things, but I wasn't able to get that palette because it was sold out. But I will bring you a haul on the things that I purchased from the crayon case. Okay, so like I said, this one is the Saharan by Juvia's. Okay, so this is the Saharan 2 by Juvia's, and I do a lot of tutorials using these palettes. I absolutely love them, and that's all I can say. Okay, so this is the Saharan 2. And this is what the colors look like in this palette. And in this palette, the pans are way bigger than the first 2 palettes that I showed you. And I'm just going to show you right now in comparison on how big these shadows are compared to the other ones. Okay, so that is the difference in size. And the only thing I be tripping off of is like they come in so many different sizes. Like when I stack them up and try to organize them, it's kind of difficult because one is taller than the other. And I don't like that. I like to be, you know, I like to coordinate. I like to coordinate my palettes, okay? So this is a Saharan 2. Oh my God, this is like my favorite color in the palette. These 3 down here I absolutely love. Okay, so for transitional shades, I really love those colors. Okay, so that is the Saharan 2. Okay, so now we're going to go into the Masquerade by Juvia, which is a large palette. Looks like this. I really like the colors in all the palettes. So you could just do whatever look you want if you have all of the Juvia Place palettes. So this is what this palette looks like. And this is the Masquerade palette. This one has the big eyeshadows in it, as you can see. And I really love this color right here as a transitional shade because it matches my skin tone. A lot of the colors that I haven't used yet, but this one looks like it'll be a beautiful color for a transitional shade as well. And I really love this purple. I really like that color right there. And I did do a makeup tutorial using this palette. Matter of fact, I used these purples and I think that blue right there. So yes, this is the Masquerade palette. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead in with the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. So this is the second one, the second palette, and this one has bigger pans than the Nubian 1 palette. And this is what it looks like. I really love this color right here as a transitional shade. You guys have to excuse my nails. I need to take these suckers off. And I really love this dark brown right here because you really can't find a lot of browns that don't look ashy on dark skin. But I really do like all of Juvia Place palettes. So this is the Nubian 2. Okay, so next we have the Magic palette by Juvia's Place, which is the second largest palette by Juvia's Place. I think the palettes are like $21, but the big palettes are like $32 if I'm not mistaken. I really love these colors in this palette. I just did a tutorial using this palette. I use this color, and this color, and I did a winter look with this palette. So I really like all of the Juvia Place palettes. I can't say that enough, but this one has the large pens, and this one is the Magic palette by Juvia's Place. Okay, so the next palette that I have is the 2 Saharan blush palettes. I have number 1 and 2. And I use this one all of the time. I use this contour shade in here all of the time. I mix it with my Black Radiance Black Coffee Foundation, which is this color right here, which is called Abby. And I really love it. And I also use this highlighter right here, which is called Zara, all of the time. I mean, almost on every tutorial, I use those 2 shades. But look at these blushes right there. Just bomb. These 2 highlighters. You got 3 blushes and a contour color. You cannot lose with this palette. So I use this palette all of the time. And this is the first palette, the first blush palette. This one is a little lighter. They cater to every skin tone. So this is for somebody with more of a fair skin tone. But this one this blush right here will definitely look good on me, as well as this one right here. Okay, so that is the Saharan blush palette.
I'm cleaning Mommy, right?
Yes, you are. Okay, so these are the last 3 palettes, and these are my favorites. I'm going to say my favorite for last. And this one is the Dulce palette by Juvia's Place, which looks like this. And I love that brown in this palette. I love that brown in this palette. It is so milky and chocolatey. I just absolutely love it. So in this palette, you get 5 shimmer and 4 matte. No, 5 matte and 4 shimmer in this palette. So that is what it looks like. And this is the Dulce palettes. The next palette is the Zulu palette, which I absolutely love because you know how your girl loves to do those bright makeup tutorials. And this one has all the bright colors in this palette. I really, really love this brown as a transitional color. This yellow is very pigmented. And this orange is absolutely gorgeous. And this purple, okay, that purple is gorgeous. And I really like that pink as well. So this is the most colorful palette from Juvia's Place. This is the Zulu palette, $21. And I just love how Juvia's Place, they are so affordable. And I absolutely love them. So this is my favorite at all time. This is the Festival palette. This is the warm tone palette. This is what it looks like. Look at those colors though. Look at those colors though. I mean, you get this beautiful red. I mean, and all these palettes are so pigmented. So you get this beautiful red, this gorgeous orange, this beautiful pink, a mustard yellow, really? A mustard yellow? And this turquoise is so gorgeous. So in this palette, you get 5 matte and 4 shimmer. Okay, so those are all of my Juvia Place palettes. Once I get the water palette, I will do an individual review on that palette, but I can't wait to get that palette because that one is neutral and it has like the big pans, not like the Saharan one palette. It has big pans. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to please rate, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to thumbs up this video and click that notification bell so you'll know when your girl upload another video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.